Hey, we are back with another episode of the ShwanzillaArt Show. Apparently, exclusively only on Creators Outlet on YouTube tonight. Because apparently we went past you have to launch 10 minutes before you go live on Facebook. Otherwise, we're going to boot your stream. So it got booted.
Assholes.
Yeah. Well, Facebook's always doing bullshit moves like that. Let me do every time. Basically, every time StreamYard fixes something to do with the
Are you frozen up?
Am I back?
You're kind of back.
Kinda. And okay. I should be back now.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Man, I need a new computer. Damn it. Come on, slow-mo Joe. Send us some more stimuli payments.
Right?
We know that's not going to happen. He was, he gave us peasants just enough to shut us up. Well, he was paying off, evil world leaders from around the planet, like, Iran and Hamas and all kinds of shit like that. Anywho, every time StreamYard like updates, they continually like update the software to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, Fuckerberg is having his IT people recode Facebook so it can cause more problems with people using StreamYard because he wants everybody to use nothing but Facebook Live. Except you can't use it if you actually use a computer. It's specifically made to work off of mobile devices. And I'm like, no, I don't like using mobile devices. But here we are. And hey, we got somebody watching in Creators Outlet. Hey, whoever's watching over in Creators Outlet, say hey. Oh, never mind. That's me. That's me because I opened it up so I can copy and paste the us to all the places on Facebook that we're not currently running on. So,
well, hey, I'll say hey to you.
Hey. So I'll put us in. Here we are. We're on Outright Geekery. The only thing is people would actually have to click on the YouTube link for it to work, which kind of sucks. But
they will be okay.
They're just like, oh, that's an extra step I don't want to have to do. If I can just watch it where it is, that's fine. But so anyhow, here we are. Let me just go to my page. Then I can just share it out. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking. The print offer for Dave Dorman will only be good until midnight on June 21st, and you know he's going to sell a shit ton of these.
Well, yeah.
It's 12 by 18 is the standard print. And of course, he called it Comply, which is just, great. All the zombie hands coming up and the bloody face mask. If only he would do that, choke to death on his own blood. So the standard Comply is $40 each. Free shipping. And then the the $60 is outside the USA. And the 18, well, nope, you're right, it's $100. I got it wrong. The canvas print is 18 by 24 and $100 each, $130 outside the USA.
Damn.
But I'll tell you, if I had the money, like it would be so perfect if they're like, everybody's going to get a stimulus check on their bank account tomorrow. I would right now order this canvas print and frame it and just like hang it in the cave. I'm like, don't care.
It's just a gorgeous piece of art.
Yeah.
I mean, Dorman's up there. He's up there. Alex Ross, Frank Frazetta.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's above Ross. So.
Well, yeah. I think that Ross has a little bit more name recognition, but that's not Dave's fault.
He's got the name recognition because he's a comic book nerd artist.
Yeah. So apparently Gina has teased something about a return.
Oh yeah, they've been in talks with her about going back, and there were a couple of like Disney board members. No, fuck your woke bullshit. It's bad enough. And I follow Eric July on his podcast. He does it like noontime every day. I think it's This Is Canon or something to do with being canon, which makes sense to comic book nerds.
Mm-hmm.
But he did one how the MCU is now all about nothing but diversity. It's not about the content or anything else. It's all about diversity. They are, as far as I can figure out, they are killing off Doctor Strange in his second film and replacing him with Brother Voodoo, which will probably be Sister Voodoo, but she'll be probably be like a black albino lesbian or something like that. Or a trans dude that, is a woman, and it'll be Sister Voodoo or something stupid like that. But
non-binary voodoo.
Yeah.
I really, really hate to see the MCU just go to shit like that.
Well, this is the same company that removed Finn or whatever from the Star Wars posters when they took the release over to China, because China hates black people. So, but the U.S. is racist. But they praised and bent over backwards with cheeks spread, thanking China for letting them film the live action crappy version of Mulan over there. 100 yards from like 2 or 3 of their Uyghur concentration camps. So there's that.
Well, at least the prisoners got a show.
Well, no, I don't think they were close. They were like on the other side of like a hill or something, but.
Oh. Well, that's me and my trying to find a silver lining.
Yeah, but it's it's all like that. There's so much shit going on. But when Biden got in, he signed over control of the Fed to BlackRock, which is one of the biggest banking firms around, who has been buying up property all over the country hand over fist. Because they want to stop basing credit numbers on companies and people's ERG scores. So companies will have to have an ERG score, which will tie into all their phony climate change BS. And if you don't go along with what they want done as a corporation, you won't get any loans or be able to do business here, there, or anyplace else. I'm like, it's such like it's such like draconian, friggin' tyrannical bullshit. It's like, always accuse the other side of the aisle what you're guilty of. So we're all being painted as Nazis. So guess who the real Nazis are? Hey, Mike Jimmy, good morning to you on the other side of the world.
Mike. Helping bring that international notoriety.
There you go. Hey, Mike's Kickstarter, Indiegogo rather, went balls to the wall. He was like funded on a few hours into the campaign.
Fuck yeah.
And I mean, he's got like stretch goals already opened up, and he's making 5 handmade plush figures of his rock creature from issue 3.
Oh yeah.
So people can get that like mini plush figure. Funded at 300% in 3 hours. Currently standing at $2,410 with 25 backers.
Nice.
That's huge.
That is incredible.
I feel so cheap because all I ordered was the book with just like the regular cover, and I'm like, oh, everybody else is buying like tons of all this stuff. But
Hey, man, you need to step up your game.
hey, I gotta. Well, I showed you the commission I got from him.
Yeah, you did.
So I got the Joker commission from him, and he was friggin' awesome. He threw in like the first 3 issues of his book for free, and I was like, wow, that's a great present. But I think I'm doing an impromptu live stream with Mike this weekend. Is that right, Mike? We still doing that? Oh, he's not. He's not. Let me put it up there. I'm looking at the other thing. I am no longer making them myself, but found a manufacturer that will do them at 16 inches for $180 a pop. At 4,500, we're adding a tier for 10 plushies of a different character.
That's cool.
Oh, but they're going to charge you $180 for each one. That's a little steep. Yeah, well, it was your idea to do a live stream this week, and I was like, man, that's my nappy nap time. What the hell? It sucks. It sucks getting old, and you know, I took a nap this afternoon.
I did too. And I'm not a damn bit sorry. I went out and cut my yard last night at like 6 o'clock, and I felt like I was immortal for making it 15 minutes. I mean, it's like it's Vietnam fucking hot out there, man. It's crazy.
I walked outside, and 30 seconds later, my entire body was swamp ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're expensive. So the $4,500 stretch goal ones are from China and will be only $40 per piece, but 10 inches tall. And be made with lead paint, but who cares? Just don't put them in your mouth.
I mean, we survived.
Yeah, we survived. You know how we survived? I think I survived and didn't get the Rona with all my medical issues, and I'm somebody that should have gotten the Rona because people over 50 and obese are that's the major factor in people dying from coronavirus was I hate to say it, after I lost 200 pounds, but I'm still morbidly obese. But I lost so much weight I can almost see my dick.
That's one of my ex's favorite things to say to me is, like, hey, you seen your dick lately? It's like, you seen yours? I don't know. Fucking bitch.
One of my favorite lines ever from what's he singing? Oh yeah, it's bloody scorching here too. I'm just glad you didn't get it, Will. You're a good dude. Thank you. I finally scheduled my vaccinations here. Yeah, I won't get them.
Yeah, I'm very glad that you didn't get it as well. I'm getting vaccinated because, from what I understand, if I want to do cons this year, it's gonna. Well, I get con crud anyway. I'm usually sick for a couple of days after a con, and just from shaking hands and meeting people and getting infected with their diseases. So it made sense to me, but I'm not going to browbeat or give anybody any shit for not trusting the government, because God knows.
Yeah, the last person you want to trust, no matter where you live, is your government, local or federal. You know, but now there's been more and more and more and more cases of people having severe heart problems after the shots. That's turned out to be like another new side effect that they don't want to tell anybody about or address. So
it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, I'm like, look, I was in the ER for like 3.5 hours. Yeah, I was in my own like little cubicle, but all the cubicles around me and everybody in that was parked on a gurney out in front of my room in the hallway were all full-blown COVID. I didn't have it when they checked me in, and I didn't have it when they checked me out. I used to get mad when I was a kid that I wouldn't catch anything.
I think you're okay now.
Yeah, I just want my 5G connection to be top quality, man.
Yeah, I just want a few more stimmies, man. Where's my stimmies?
Yeah, that's going to be the next thing. Oh, if you haven't gotten the shot, you don't get this anymore.
Hey, man, you know what? I got the shot. Give me my fucking money.
Yeah, really.
I mean, if I'm going to be microchipped like everybody else, I might as well get paid.
Yeah, it's like right after you get the shot, you gotta hold like a good sized magnet like up to your arm to see if it sticks there.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, I watched Casino Royale. Bond got microchipped. I'd get microchipped.
Yeah, they're like, that's just a conspiracy theory. Well, you know what? Every conspiracy theory I talk about ends up coming true. So they're not really conspiracy theories, are they?
Yeah, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you.
Yep. Oh, yeah, stimmies are definitely needed for y'all, especially after that. Yeah, tell me about it.
Dude, and like every other fucking country, I talk to people from Canada and stuff. They got paid $2,000 a month to stay home. Okay, you pay people $2,000 a month to stay home here. They will fucking stay home. And nobody wanted to do that shit.
Nope.
And because nobody can. Yeah, you're going to give me a $600 stimmy and expect me just to live on that? No, you can't.
Yeah, they're like, throw that to the peasants. Well, you know what? If none of us are making money, Congress shouldn't be making money either. If the country shut down and they're working from home, they should work for fucking free.
Absolutely.
Put them on minimum wage and pay the rest of us their salary that they vote themselves a raise for every fucking year.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to my dad about the minimum wage thing, and I was like, look, I get it, because I've been a minimum wage kid before too. And you can't do dick on that, but that's the whole point of it. But here's my thing, okay? Everybody's like, well, it'll make everything go up if we raise the minimum wage. Well, fuck, everything's going up anyway. So
everything's going up now because of all the shit he did. he put everybody out of work because he's trying to force everybody into those bullshit green jobs. I'm like, so you don't want us to use energy. We were energy independent for like the last X amount of years, and now you're not going to allow us to be that. So you're going to make us buy stuff that we need from other countries. And how are they going to get it here, Joe? Oh, yeah. Through diesel trucks and tankers. The Keystone Pipeline's a bad idea. So instead, we're going to rip up the contract that says Russia can't do their pipeline, and let them do that pipeline. And the last thing he'll do before he gets put into a home is to, of course, put his crackhead son in charge of that. Damn it, my boy Tony got a gig working at this place called Studio 54. DJing there.
I think I've heard of that. I'm assuming you mean the new Studio 54.
Yes, the new Studio 54. Electricity Social Club presents Studio 54. It is a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah with techno beats.
You know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me not so much. Yeah, Jimmy didn't get any either. Side job quiet for 3 months and savings gone. But here we are. Yep. Got to keep those commissions open all year round, Mike. Can't say no to commissions.
God knows I don't.
Nope.
I used to only open up a certain amount of spots a month. Shit.
But now you're just a man whore.
I am. And it's funny because, my business cards, you like to point out where it says I make art, son. I almost put pencil whore on my commission, on my cards. Yeah, shit. Because as we all know, I'm not built for OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, I haven't put that up yet today. Those commissions are always open, hoping some folks will take them during the campaign. Let's see, what did I forget to put? Here's the brand. There it is. There you go, Mike.
You know what's funny though is almost everybody I know that had an OnlyFans no longer has it.
Oh no, there's so many people that still have it, but my buddy Nick that does the he's got a YouTube channel called Heartless Weeb, and all he does is he quit collecting. He dropped comics like a hot potato. All Western comics are complete shit to him. All the comics that he has left, he just threw out in his front hallway, like in boxes, because he uses it for storage. And he went out and he probably spent like easy like 20 grand this year on manga.
Damn.
He got a bunch of manga from my LCS because apparently my LCS had been buying a crap load of manga, and I wouldn't know because I can't get in there because it's not wheelchair accessible. So I had to take my walker and like park my chair outside and hobble in, but then I still can't get around things in there.
That's fucking ridiculous, dude.
But well, it's because it's just not, you know. Oh yeah, manga and Euro comics are where it's at. It is if you want quality, yeah. Like this run of Immortal Hulk that ends at 50 will be the last Marvel comic I buy. Modern Marvel comic.
Yeah.
I haven't even come across my long box of Amazing Spider-Man yet, because I got stuff, the way it is that I can't even get to. So right now, but I mean, if I don't find that in here, it means my old landlord mistakenly took some of my boxes as opposed to, his own, or I don't know. And it's going to piss me off because even though it was massively damaged, I still had an ASM 300, and I had like half of the old ASM McFarlane run in there. And, a lot of older stuff. And I mean, I was going to keep my X-Men and Uncanny X-Men and get rid of like all the other books, but I might just get rid of all of them and just say fuck it. This weekend, I want to finish cleaning up my studio so my dad and I can install the custom desk and I can start filling it. So what do you want to do on the stream this weekend, and when do you want to do it? Because he bought him a fucking drawing desk. Nice.
Hey man, you can't go wrong with a custom desk.
Nope. I did see one thing. Graham Nolan was showing it off of this. I guess I don't know if it's a new product, but it's specifically made for like the large size iPads, and it's basically an attachment for like a drawing desk, like almost like a drafting table. And it's it's got these metal side flats, so you can raise and lower it to like wherever you want it. But the iPad snaps right into the middle of the thing and holds it there, so you can just put your iPad right there and do like all your digital art right there without it slipping around. Just shill life on Cora 4 and talk about those random little things that happen in life as usual. Anytime is fine with you. Okay, how about 11 p.m. my time? No, I'm just kidding, because that would be Sunday morning. Yeah, he's working on Two Belt Becky.
I never thought that drawing WWE people would be so lucrative.
I know, right?
I mean, yeah.
Well, every time I list stuff for sale in that toy group, all people ask me, "You have any GI Joes?" I'm like, I listed some GI Joes. Nobody bought them, and I lost my shirt on like 2 weapons packs from Toys R Us from like the 90s, and people scored on them, and then were bitching about one guy was like, upgrade it and put it in a box for me. Just don't put it in and I don't want anything broken because I'm buying this for one gun. I'm like, okay. I go, so it's going to be 20. I go, I put it up to like I put it in a small box, but wrapped it up good in bubble wrap and everything. And I'm like, okay, well, between shipping the box upgrade and the item, it's like $24. He's like, I'm good. There's a gun in there I can't get anywhere. I've been trying to get it, but the only one I have has a broken strap on it. I want it mint. Okay.
And mint you shall have.
Yep. Yeah, Pops just commented on the show that I posted over in the Madness, and he's like, I missed it. I'm like, we're on now.
Yeah. It's kind of what I was, because a lot of people reached out over the status I shared, and this is kind of it, because I'm like, it's hard to get anything done because, it's just me. And
Yeah.
I wish it was a situation where my ex could help. Because believe me, growing up, I saw a lot of friends had divorced parents, and I'm like, at least they work together, kind of. Shit. Mm-hmm. No, they don't.
Nope. Mine just she'll be good for like 6 months, and then she'll just turn back into her normal twat waffle self. So,
man, I hate people. I just do. But points for twat waffle. That's
I love it when snowflakes, they hear me, I'll bitch about my ex about, like this past week. It's like, well, the weekend that it was her birthday wasn't my weekend, and then the following weekend I got nothing.
Yeah.
See, I got myself 2 writers and a colorist for that exact reason. Can't do it all on my own. Exactly.
Well, if you ever need some Shawn help with covers, just let me know, man. Shameless plug.
Yeah, keep showing in mind for variant covers. He's got some covers in for Totally Rad, and I know they want you to do another one coming up.
Yep. Actually, I'm trying to. They got 3 books coming out in October, and I'm trying to get my hands on each one of them. The Kitty Banger #2 cover, it's already done. Jim's got it in his hands at this point.
Pops, going to bed. Good night, Becky.
Hey, Pops, I sent your nephew's piece out to him. He should have it any day now. So hopefully, fingers crossed, because it's big.
Mike says he might hit you up for a cover for Life on Korra 5.
You know what? I would love to do it, and we will certainly talk about that. Yeah, because my main thing is I just love helping people out with this stuff, man. You know, it knocks me out that people are doing successful Kickstarters, and you know, I am hoping to do a Kickstarter of my own this year, and we'll see how it goes.
He's still got to start on that issue. It's a few months away still, but man, it would be fun for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I just got to find bags big enough to fit them because I have magazine bags, but they're U.S. magazine bags, so they don't actually. It might be. I think they might actually be Golden Age bags, and I don't know why I would have Golden Age bags because I don't own any Golden Age books. So any Golden Age,
a bigger size?
Yeah, it's UK. It's
Okay.
UK size. So yeah, they're pretty damn big.
Sweet.
You know, for us, but
So I made a post earlier today about Loki, and you said not so much. What's going on there? Are you not digging it?
I'm just not digging it.
Really?
I might have to watch, this week's. I tried I put it on, just like last week. I put on the episode. I'll wake up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, our time, my time to, go and go hit the head, and sometimes I'll get right back in the recliner and just pass right back out again.
Sure.
But a lot of times I'll just be like, nope, I'm just kind of wide awake and, nothing going on. And I'll, so I'll be like, oh, it's Wednesday, Loki's on. So I'll put it on, and within 10 minutes, I'm asleep.
You know what? I get that.
But I'll put it back on. I fell asleep on it 3 times today. I'm like, okay, I'm done. But I also got the spoiler from today, so.
Oh, it's already been spoiled?
Oh, I already know what the spoiler is, so. Or at least what I believe the spoiler is.
I want to ask, but I don't want to be the spoiler guy. Because I have a thought of it too. I watched it, and trying to think of how to say this.
It seems like they introduced a Thor character that I would figure they would have introduced a while back.
Mm-hmm.
You know? At least that's my understanding of it.
No, it's even bigger than UK. It's A4, so 8.25 by 11 inches.
Oh. That's cool.
He's thinking of lowering the $4,500 stretch goal to $3,500 to make it a more realistic reach. That would put him 900 away. Yeah, you could do that. That way people will think they're getting more, but then they're going to want to push the next one even further because the next one is like the 10-inch ones that are like even cheaper to open up. It's Father's Day Sunday.
It sure is.
So let me just say this. Happy Father's Day to all you motherfuckers.
Fuck us. Motherfuckers, each and every one of us.
Oh, that's to open up for the 10-inch plushies? Yeah. Because I think those things would fly.
All right, everyone. Y'all were
Oh, it's the Mac Show.
It's the Mac Show. Come here, buddy. What you doing?
Nothing. I just wanted to.
You want to jump
I
in
just
on the
wanted
show?
to be on TVs again.
Yeah. Been by a mile, technically.
Yeah.
It's just lighted.
I keep trying to convince Mac to watch Clone Wars with me, and he won't do it.
No.
Why not?
First of all,
He
just
won't
because
do
you
it.
like Star Wars doesn't mean I have to like Star Wars.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not.
Them's the rules.
I have my tastes.
Well, if you don't like Star Wars, I guess your father's going to ship you off to China to work in the sweatshop for a couple of years.
Yeah, it builds character.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, can
Yeah.
you almost my bedtime?
Yeah,
I know I already am.
I know, right?
It's like 1:07.
He asks me every night, can I go past my bedtime? And every night I say, yeah, sure, why not? And then we're going to end up, like we do every year, at the end of summer break, where it's 3 days before school starts, and I'm like, hey, man, you need to start going to bed on time.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be like, no.
Nope.
Mm.
Nope.
You just get like a spray water bottle and put like a bunch of ice in it and leave it in the fridge overnight and just hose them down in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Just, spray them like at county, just.
Yeah. Take out the fire hose and open it up.
Right? You gotta teach them somehow, man.
Yep.
Oh, what was I doing?
Oh, like I started saying earlier, I think I didn't get the Rona because I grew up, drinking water out of the garden hose. every summer.
Every summer. But
You
dude,
want to,
I mean,
even though we never had air conditioning, my mother just had fans. But every time you would open and close the door, it would diminish what the fans were doing to blow the hot air out and pull the cooler air in. So my mother would get mad. Quit opening and closing the door. But I'm thirsty all the time. Well, the hose is right out there. Just get a drink out of the hose.
Yeah.
That's how I got all that extra. I got all that extra iron in my diet.
There used to be a club in Memphis called Platinum Plus. You know,
yeah.
little shake joint, you know. And when the Rona first happened, it was like if you ever went here, you're immune to the Rona.
Yeah, if you could survive being around all these diseases, you're good.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was that dance assembly line, man. I mean, they would run 200 girls a night. Yeah, crazy.
The biggest club in Vegas has about 1,000 girls a night.
Yeah.
They don't have to appear on. They have a choice when they come in. They can leave whenever they want. So they pay to work for the night, and if they don't want to have to go on a stage, they just pay like an extra $100 to not go on stage.
Yeah.
But they still have to tip out the DJ. But there's like a half dozen DJs working because there's like it's split into like all different rooms, and it's every room's got a theme. Like there's like the top 40 room, the country room, the blues room, on and on like that. So whatever room they're assigned to work that night, they have to work, and the minimum tip out to the DJ from like each girl, and there's usually like, so you figure there's like 200 girls per room, and the minimum tip out is like $20 a pop.
Shit.
Yeah. When I was still, fully functional, and our boss was telling us this one night when one of his trips that he came back from Vegas, with the owner of that club. And I'm like, hey, can I like work like one shift a week there? Because then I wouldn't have to work anywhere else. The boss looks at me and goes, "You're fired." I go, "Only if I'm hired there." I go, "I'll still work here, but my days off are like back to back. So, I could get your flight out to Vegas, check into a crappy hotel, and show up the next morning to work my shift, and then get back, grab my cash, get back on the plane and leave."
Yeah.
I go, "I would do that in a heartbeat."
No doubt.
And the guy's like, goes, "You know how many DJ applications I have waiting?" He goes, "These guys could be having like a stroke while they're working, and they'll keep going."
Oh yeah. I believe that. DJs always got paid, man.
Not always. No, I worked at a couple clubs that it was like always like the same girls on all my shifts, and it was always, "I didn't make any money tonight." You didn't talk to anybody tonight. You and your girlfriend sat in the corner waiting for your name to be called and go on stage. You're not going to make enough money on stage to tip out and pay to work. And of course, the club and the house mother always get paid first. Then they'd have to tip out all the bouncers, and then the DJ. And I'm like, oh, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, we were always paid behind DJs. And that's if we were, minimum tipped out. Or because most of the time it wasn't mandatory to tip the bouncers. Which I think is dumb. But,
Well, there's a lot of clubs that make the girls tip out the bouncers. That way the club doesn't have to pay the bouncers. That's how they look at it up here.
Yeah, I get that.
And there's a Solid Gold Club chain up here. And you didn't used to have to tip the bouncers there until about 15 years ago when a couple girls left early one night and one of them got jumped by this psycho guy and stabbed to death in front of the place.
Oh, shit.
Ever since then, it's like they all insisted on being walked out, and then management was like, good, then we insist that you tip out all the bouncers at least $5 a piece.
Yeah, they all insisted on being walked out at ours, but we didn't get that kind of love. You had to work for it, man. I mean, like, you have to do stuff like pull their car around for them, have their car warmed up when it's cold outside.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck that right in its neck. Because, nothing pisses you off more than going out there freezing your ass off to drive so-and-so's 3000 GT that's on its last leg because she bought it from someone we took the note lot, and sit there trying to warm it up, and then she comes out, hops in it, it's like, thanks, bye.
Or worse, you do it and you're warming up like their brand new, like, Lexus or whatever, and you bring it over to them like, hold on, and then they dig in their purse past all the 50s, 20s, and 100s, looking for a couple of singles to give you. Yeah. Here you go, thanks. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that's the life.
I actually had the worst manager I ever worked for, because he was old school, old school management that would, give you just enough hours to get by, but make you work so many days to get those hours that you couldn't possibly go and work anyplace else.
Yep.
And I'm like, I work for the club. I don't work for you. And I'm a free agent, so I go and work wherever the hell I want. Can't tell me I can't go work at another club, but that's how they used to run things up here. So they would hold you under their bootstrap and give you just enough so you could get by, and that was, if you started making like really, really good money, they would cut your shifts. Be like, yeah, I kind of like, and they make up some excuse, you screwed up doing something, and the thing you screwed up doing was you turned around and told the owner's wife the manager was down messing around with a couple of girls in the office. But the one of the clubs I worked at that was the one I just described there, and I wasn't even supposed to be working because I got injured. I was supposed to have, like, it was so bad I was supposed to have my leg elevated, and he had me in, like, on the 800s for pain, Tylenol 800s for pain. but they had to be codeine free. So there was like something else in there. So, I wasn't supposed to be working or driving or anything, but I still was. And of course, I was taking more of those pills than I was supposed to. And I was downing them with Captain Morgan's that I didn't pay for. And
DJs don't pay for alcohol.
oh, that would be a great thing. But the way I used to drink, you'd be out of business in a week.
Oh no, man. We would have regulars come in, and they would always bring a bottle or two for the DJs.
Yeah, it's
nice.
Yeah, it's not like that up here. But that one club it was like a BYOB place because the state wouldn't give them a liquor license.
Yeah.
And so they made it BYOB. So you would have to check in your stuff, and they'd put your name on it, but you weren't allowed to take open containers out of the place. So they just stayed there. And they would charge you like
setups.
They would charge you like $5 or $10 a pop for a setup. I'm like, I go, here's the setup. I brought my own cup. Pour it in the cup. Put the ice in there. And I'd bring like a Circle K 64-ounce mug.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah, the whole bottle could fit in there. Don't worry about it. What do you want it mixed with? Nothing.
Yeah,
Nothing.
We couldn't have liquor licenses here in Memphis. We could sell beer, but and of course we still had not supposed to have contact or nudity or anything like that, even though you do, because you're selling beer. So we'd constantly have OCU come in, and that loveliness. But yeah, it was the same thing. They would bring in like a bottle of Crown, a bottle of Jaeger or something. And bartenders would charge them $5-6 for a Coke or any kind of non-alcoholic drink, so that they could hit their 2-drink minimum.
Yeah, the state, Rhode Island ended up passing a law so you couldn't, because of all the DUIs and everything. So it was illegal to charge anybody like a drink minimum. Which just gave the excuse to the dirty old men that didn't want to buy anything while they were there. Because they thought they were dating the dancers, so they would just, save all their money to give to the girl.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're an idiot.
Oh, yeah. So what do you think? Does it look like Becky so far?
Now if it was just inflatable. Nice.
Yeah, we're getting there. My dad saw the progress pic on it, and he's like, where are her damn eyes? I'm like, shut up. They haven't been drawn in yet, Dad.
Well, she's got dead eyes because I tagged her in the ass.
That'll open her eyes.
Mm-hmm. And roll them in the back of her skull.
Yeah. Unless old Seth is, doing that on a regular basis. I don't really see that happening. See, Moxley and his wife had a kid the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Call her color are her damn eyes?
I don't know.
I think she's got brown eyes. We're
Probably.
gonna go with brown. If we're wrong, we'll find out about it.
Those aren't the right ones.
I've had somebody do that to me before. They're like, his eyes are not supposed to be that blue. Well, you go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby, get yourself a pad of paper and a pencil. You draw it your fucking self.
And leave me the hell alone.
And you pay a table fee for this con. And I'll come up to your table and tell you how you did it wrong.
Yeah, I got a couple of new figures in this week.
Oh, yeah?
I did a video for it on the thing. It's I got it in from Clan McDonald Comics there. It was,
I didn't see a video for figures.
yeah, well, it's I just do everything as a what's in the box video. So
Oh, yeah, okay.
if you go over to the YouTube channel and the most recent what's in the box. It was just a couple of books. I spec'd on the number one issue of the new Wonder Girl series, because it was that Brazilian girl that was the future state Wonder Woman a few months back.
Mm-hmm.
But it was it was like a hot book, so we'll see. And like, if they end up being like, $15-20, I'll be like happy and get rid of all of them. But I also got a second print Joker #2 because it sold out, and it has Bane's son in it, and that's the cover right there. Pretty cool.
Ooh. That's a good looking cover.
Yeah. Quiet feedback. I'm not sure who does it, but yeah, it's a pretty sweet looking cover. So,
well,
I haven't read the first issue yet, so I'm waiting to read that. And I should have bought like all 4 of the figures at the time. I think I had the money, but I needed to pay for something else that I had coming up, so I held off. I only bought 2 of them, but I bought the new series has a regular Batman. Then it's got the Thomas Wayne figure, future state Batman, but with the cowl down.
uh-huh.
I got that one. The Bizarro figure, which looks amazing. I wish I had gotten it. But I didn't get that. But I did get the Nightwing after he was Nightwing after he was poisoned by the Joker juice from Batman Who Laughs.
Oh, nice.
So it's the black with the red stripe, and he's got his batons in his hand, and his face is all white with the red lips and everything. It looks pretty badass. My friend Andrew, who's also an artist, was like, "So do you like the figures?" I go, "Yeah, I love them. They're great. I love that that McFarlane releases all his figures with stands."
God, isn't it great?
And then he's like, "Why do you care? You're never gonna fucking open them." I go, "That's not the point. The point is, if I decide to ever open them, which will be never, they have stands.
Yeah.
I did find an old Spawn figure, but it's like half of it's missing, which was too bad because it was like a spectral Spawn. So it had like these big like demonic wings going out, and but I had actually opened it, so of course like half the pieces went missing for the assembly. So I'm like, in the trash. And then, people will get mad and be like, oh, well, I told you I buy spare parts of figures for customization. I go, yeah, but you don't want to pay me anything and then get mad when I charge you like shipping. I go, I'm not gonna spend like $30 on packing supplies to make, on a broken figure to make sure that it gets to your place in one piece. It's like, as soon as that thing hits into the back room at the mail office, it's getting like thrown across rooms and bounced everywhere.
Sure.
I can't afford to spend like $40 for every package on bubble wrap. Luckily, Clan McDonald does, because each one of those figures was like double wrapped with extra bubble wrap to cushion like the sides and the top. And I'm like, holy crap, there must have been like an entire roll of bubble wrap in that. Plus they lined the bottom with basically, like a nursing home diaper. It's like the oversized bubble wrap, like the square bubbles, which is kind of strange to say, but they put that as the cushion, for the bottom for when it gets dropped and everything, and they came out like perfect. It was great. And since I sold, and even better, since now I had like an overabundance of bubble wrap, so I used an entire strip that they had wrapped around an McFarlane figure box, like wrapped around it like 6 times, and that one long strip. I used that and wrapped up the Secret Wars #8 that I sold that kid for $100. And I forgot I told him $100 ship, so I was figuring on hit him for like another $13. But hey, Wiz, what's going on, man? Nice to see you. Sean's here doing some artwork like he does every week.
What's up?
He says, what's up? Like it's 1997 again.
Yeah. Just popping around different channels to see what everyone's up to. Very cool. Thanks for stopping in.
It makes me feel special.
Yeah. Oh, Wiz has got a great channel, man.
I mean, there's 80 million podcasts that they can check out. So, if they check out this one, it makes me happy.
Damn, that's gorgeous. Little Becky Two Belts action.
Well, thank you. Feel free to claim her. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's still currently available for claim.
Yeah, I had somebody message me about it the other day, but he's one of those people that thinks that, art, like originals and prints cost the same. He's like, no, they don't.
This one is he's got a bunch of commissions lined up right now that he was working on prior. Wiz wants to know if you have a price list somewhere.
I don't have one up at the moment, but you can feel free to message me because I literally just base everything on the project. You know, I don't have a set, you know, form. Well, I kind of do and I kind of don't. As much as I hate to say that because it sounds so terrible. But
I just popped his Instagram handle in the chat, Wiz.
yeah, just shoot me a message and let me know what you're thinking. Because honestly speaking, I'll come up with an idea of what I'll charge price-wise, and then somebody will have a really cool idea of what they want, and it's like, damn. And I'll end up just saying, all right, yeah, I can't charge too much for that because I'm really looking forward to doing it.
Yeah, and every month he's got a featured character of the month. That any commissions or prints of those characters that he has are 25% off, and this month is Rogue and Witchblade.
No.
No?
Spawn.
Damn it. That was last month.
Yeah.
So this month is anything Spawn. So Spawn, Angela, any other versions, a little Sam and Twitch action.
Yeah. Yeah, Rogue and Witchblade, that worked out really well, man. Yeah. Of course, the nerd in me is like, hey, some of these commissions for Rogue and Witchblade aren't really possible because you can't really touch Rogue. But, you know, I'll still make it work.
Yeah, it's for Instagram, not Twitter. Yeah. Whoops, I spelled it wrong. It's got two A's at the end, so it's Shawn-Zilla and then ART, all one word.
I'm making things complicated, aren't I? I'm sorry.
There's the right way.
You know, one day I'm going to clean my desk and it's going to stay clean.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I say the same thing. I'm just like, man, I got to do something about this mess around here. And I'm like, nope, nappy nap time.
Yeah. Every day I wake up and I'm like, Dr. Roxo going to make something of himself. Dr. Roxo going to go to the drive. And then I'm like, nope, I'm going to bed.
You know, I'll wake up when my PCA comes in the morning and, you know, cooks up some breakfast. And in the back of my head, I can hear, every day I'm hustling. And that song quickly fades as before I realize it, it is almost noontime, and I've only gotten up out of my recliner once to hit the head, and that was it. Because it brings me, you know, I get my, I get my nice breakfast in the morning, and he brings me over my giant Marvel mug that my daughter got me last year. And I got this big Dunkin' Donuts tumbler that holds like 2 cups. So I basically start the day off with like 3 cups of coffee.
Fuck yeah.
And if I go through them too quick, I just get so foul because now I actually have to get up and make another cup. I'm like, damn it.
Cups of coffee don't last like they used to.
I know, right? I'm like, my last cup, the Batman cup that she bought me 2 years ago, was smaller than this one. And I'm like, man, I really need a bigger coffee cup. So I get this one, and the coffee's going. No way, yeah. Yeah. Big tumbler, 64 ounce. Hell yeah. That's what I put my adult beverages in was.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't have a coffee pot machine. I've only got one of those by the cup things, whatever they call them.
The Keurigs?
Yeah, one of them things. Yeah,
I love my Keurig, dude.
adult
I've got a
beverages.
coffee pot, but I got tired of making pots of coffee, and then like I'm the only one drinking it, and I'm ending up throwing away some of it. So I got a Keurig for that reason.
Yeah, Keurig. It's starting to go on its last leg. So sometime soon, I will probably just be buying like a fairly cheap,
Mr. Coffee.
you know, Mr. Coffee style one. Yeah. Yeah, I like the old school coffee makers better because, yeah, I'll go through a pot of coffee and like, if I have one of those, I'll go through a pot of coffee in like a half hour tops.
Now, you don't do sugar in your coffee or anything, do you?
Nope, just milk.
Just milk? I got a little encouragement on the weight loss front this week, so I'm like, man, what can I do to pop that up to the next level? And then I was like, well, I could give up sugar and sweeteners and stuff in my coffee.
I'll make a pot at a time, and then we'll drink from the pot throughout the next 2 or 3 days, room temperature or hot.
I mean, that's not.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, Wiz.
And that's how you know you're serious about it, man.
Right?
Yeah. We're not fucking around.
Yeah, no doubt. I love my coffee. Although, Wiz, I got to tell you, those 64 ounce mugs there, the insulated ones are pretty sweet. You know, I can fit an entire bar bottle inside of one of them.
Fuck yeah.
Problem was, I used to have I bought it for a couple of $100 off my boss at the bar I worked at because he wouldn't allow it to be used easily. Yeah. But I had a chill machine. A Jaeger, the Jaeger machine, yeah. Oh. You know, and we'd leave the bar at like 4 a.m, and sometimes, you know, back, you know, before I met the evil waffle, and I had like a nice pad and everything, and you know, a couple of the girls would come back with us sometimes, and you know, a bunch of my friends, and we go to the house, do a little smoky smoke out back, and sit around and drink until like the cheap breakfast place up the road opened up, till that diner opened up at like, you know, 8 a.m, and then we'd go there for breakfast and then go home and, you know, crash out for the day. But I mean, I would fill up one of those 64 ounce mugs with the biggest Jaeger bomb you've ever seen. And I would put it down and, like, you know, within like 10 or 15 minutes, the whole thing would be gone. Be like, what the hell? But a friend of mine used to drink them with me, and well, a few friends, and one of them ended up having heart problems, and he started like grabbing his chest after 3 or 4 of them. I'm like, what's the matter? It's like, too much of this Red Bull crap. Just give me the Jägermeister in a glass by itself.
You know, I mean, because I used to tell people this when I would bartend. It's like Jaeger bombs are kind of not really good for you, man. I mean, not like any of it. Really
hey, Varian, what's going on, buddy?
Do we have Varian Grant watching us?
Yeah.
What?
I guess we got to do the art show like way later in the night now.
I'm saying.
We're getting all the cool people hanging out.
What's up? I had the honor and privilege of having a piece of my art in Krista's A to Z fetish book.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, dude, I'm super happy about that. And what the hell? It's nice to find one of them that's dry.
Hello, gentlemen. Yeah, don't be like Lola with her liquid cocaine shots. Toss them right up in the air.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't drink like I used to. But I did drink some Jaeger a couple weeks ago just for old time's sake, and yeah, I can blame at least 2 of my kids on Jaeger.
Oh yeah.
No.
I can blame the entire relationship with my kid's mother on alcohol easily.
Oh yeah.
My daughter's 13 now. She's like, would you finally tell me how you met my mother? Go, yeah. I was hitting on your mother's friend, and the second time around, she blocked and tackled me, and next thing I knew, she was stalking me. And I just, you know, gave up after a while.
Yeah.
I think the last good non-beer stuff I had was that Screwball whiskey.
Yeah, I hadn't tried it.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It is so
I'm a
good.
little thrown off by peanut butter whiskey, man.
This one just tastes like straight up peanut butter, not, you know.
I mean, I'm going to eventually try it, but
yeah, some things are supposed to like taste like it, but then you get like almost like a backwash aftertaste of like the straight booze. Not this one. And I'm just like, and what's better is like I'll put like a half a shot in my coffee cup before I, you know, brew a cup of coffee, and it's so good. Liquid cocaine is 1 ounce Jägermeister, 1 ounce cinnamon schnapps, 1 ounce peppermint schnapps, which when you have 10 of them, well, she got to 9 and threw up on air.
Nice. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Saturday. You got to tag me in that one.
I don't know if I could have made it through the 9, man.
Yeah, Marianne says that Becky Lynch is sweet, Sean. 2-belt version at that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Big fan, man. Big fan.
Yeah,
You know, I love you and
Sean and I are big fans of any woman that's a redhead.
Well, I was talking about I'm a fan of Varian, but you know.
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah.
a big fan
Yeah,
of
there's
any
that too.
redhead.
He's all right.
Yeah, he's okay. I'm a fan of him and Lola. Yeah, they do great stuff, and like I said, I'm very happy to have been a part of the last campaign.
Lord.
Minor piece that I did. Shit. I think I just got some flush tone on her damn belt. Because I'm an idiot. And here we go with the white coat and
It's the fine touches.
yeah, just gotta put a little sparkle on these little cubic zirconias or diamoniques or whatever Vince bought off of QVC for these belts.
Flame polished plastic.
Did you see they brought back the $1 million belt?
No, but I did just see, and I don't know if it was a recent video, that Samoa Joe, I guess, left AEW and went back to WWE and has taken control of NXT.
Yeah, he is apparently, now this is, this is all hearsay, of course. Apparently Triple H fought hard to get him back, and he's going to NXT to be William Regal's enforcer because he's not medically cleared to wrestle. And I mean, I love William Regal to death, man. I've liked William Regal since he was Lord Steven Regal back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad to see Samoa Joe back. Now they'll fix some of the other errors that they've made recently, which they won't.
Nope.
Supposedly,
I guess they didn't have to fight too hard because I guess he let them know that he was leaving to go back to Vince, and that's where the move came to get Mark Henry. So now you have the big dude formerly known as Big Show commentating on one show and Mark Henry on another show. And I guess they're talking about running 3 shows a week now. And I'm like, might want to wait till you master the 2-show things without people leaving. And,
Well, Mark Henry has said that he's really pushing them to get Braun Strowman. Which,
oh, yeah.
Of course, you're going to push to get Braun Strowman.
Yeah, I would love to see Braun over in AEW. Well, because there's a bunch of big guys. Well, they got Nero over there. That was Rusev, and a few other guys. There's a bunch of big guys over there now. So, they need somebody that can. I'm sure if they get him, they'll let him, take a run for one of the belts at least.
Oh yeah.
Something that Vince, outright refused to do because we've invested all this money into,
Roman?
into Roman, our Jason Momoa lookalike. So
I'm not gonna lie though, what they're doing with Roman right now is pretty killer. He's I'm loving him as a bad guy.
the whole heel thing and smacking the cousins around.
Did you see SmackDown?
No, I haven't seen last week's yet.
So he picks Dominic Mysterio up, who was pretty impressive, by the way. And he looks like he's going to powerbomb him. Instead, he powerbombs him out of the ring, like he just yeets him out onto the entrance ramp.
Damn.
Oh, it's a hell of a bump, man. I mean, I was like, holy shit, is he okay? Because it didn't seem like it was really meant to happen like that. But there was no.
It's like, oops, we forgot to put the tables up where he was supposed to crash through.
Yeah. But Roman as a heel is pretty cool, and I mean, you can tell kind of that they're maybe building towards Rock versus Roman. Which I'd be all right with.
So Varian sent me the show where Lola didn't quite make it to the end. He told me where to fast forward it to. So
That is awesome. Oh shit! I forgot. I have a whole other section of this to do.
yeah, it's almost done. Coming along nicely.
Yeah. Do some coloring in down in here. We're gonna put some happy little red in here and.
Varian said we can share it, so
Don't get her mad at me.
so
I want to do more work with them.
He said we can show it.
Okay. You better put a disclaimer on it that says we were told we could.
So yeah, this will be funny. We're almost up to the part. And I can tell how drunk she is because even just I started playing it like a few minutes before and she hasn't stopped laughing since.
Oh God.
She thinks it's funny now. She didn't think it was funny when it actually happened because whoever thinks it's funny when they vomit on themselves, but
I never think it's funny when I vomit. Not when it's happening.
So there it is. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's got a fetish. It's an alphabet book for no. bunch of different artists in there going eat butter every fetish.
Varian doing his creeper voice.
Let's get through. Let's see what you got. What else? Oh, look what's around there. That whole thing. Mr. Ed. Oh, Wilbur. Unsolicited. There it is.
There she goes laughing again.
Oh, Lord's taking all the pictures he received from guys. There were pictures of me and junk, and she put them in a book. Unsolicited. You can get that book too if your order of lore. Do it now.
There's the feature tier.
The feature tiers are going all in instead of half whole like I do. Just go in all the way. $75. Get it now. That's it. That's all you get from me for free. You want this voice, you have to pay for it now. Pay all the money.
Pay.
On that note,
Pay.
Nita,
I stay for pay.
4 shots. Let's go. Back to back.
Oh,
4 shots.
no.
Shot.
Wait, why?
That's what I have left in front of me.
All right, fuck it. Oh my goodness! While they're trying to kill themselves, you guys head over to the Indiegogo for Rammer number 1, Master Thief in a Future Police State. That is by Charles Santino. We've got also on Indiegogo Hybrids, The Killing Field Part 1 and 2. That is in demand right now.
Hold up.
We've got 110 backers. And also Lure, an adults-only thriller graphic novel in the style of Eyes Wide Shut.
Uh-oh.
And of
It's
course,
coming.
Voodoo Nations, which is a business we love on Kickstarter. 216 backers.
I recognize that look.
45 hours to go.
Right, let's go.
You guys are crazy.
That hangover is going to be painful
One more.
tomorrow.
Come on, girl. I'm gonna throw up.
You're fine.
Uh-oh.
Suck it up.
Is she gonna throw up?
Swallow that.
Charles,
Swallow that shit.
for the sippers out there. Here's to you.
Lame sauce.
Well, Varian has explained why he never makes the Sunday funnies. Now we know
Yes,
why.
now you know.
Oh my God.
All right, so for the ones who are fairly sober, where can we find you?
Pretty simple. You can go to Luke's.
Oh, that's awesome.
Poor Lola. Oh, man. But that is hilarious. Maybe we're doing this wrong. Maybe we should be
Background, just puke on her guts out.
getting shit faced during these shows.
Well, you know, I'm down. I just need a sponsor to pay for my booze.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you know.
Can we Amazon booze to you?
Amazon sells booze. They sell everything.
Ah, crap.
Oh, man. That's just vicious, man. That's who sponsors Lola. Sponsored by liquidcocaine.com.
Liquid cocaine.
Back in the day,
Hell of a drug.
I used to do something they called Screaming Nazis, which was Jägermeister, Goldschlager, and Rumpelmitz. You know, so if I got sick in Blue Chunks, at least it was pretty because it all had gold flakes in it.
Yeah, you could pan for gold later.
Oh no, not me, but you know, whoever had to mop it up, you know.
Yeah.
It was a very rare thing that I actually got sick. I found out a long time ago that if I was drinking tequila, the last thing I could chase tequila with was water, because
Really?
they just didn't mix right. Like, and if I go home after pounding a bunch of tequila at the bar,
Mhm.
and I wake up like 3 hours later, I'm like get a little cotton mouth going. If I drank water, the water was going to go and stir up all the booze that was still in my gut, and it was
Yeah.
just going to spew out like a broken fire plug. So I'm like, nope.
Damn that water.
That's when I started chasing shots with just more booze.
Yeah. Because they're friends.
Yeah, like, hey,
Yeah.
when'd you get to the party?
You don't want to have like that shit just, commingling and conflicting and shit in you.
Oh yeah, you can't have that.
Yeah.
What was one of my favorite, outside of the Jaeger bombs? My favorite Boilermaker, of course, was the Irish car bomb,
Fuck yeah.
which the only problem with that is we didn't think one night because we were already drunk, and we went to the Irish embassy and we asked for an
Okay.
Irish car bomb and almost got murdered on the way out the door.
Okay. So there's two different types of Irish car bombs in this area. I don't know about where you're at because, you're in a much better drinking area than I am.
Oh yeah, because
Um,
Boston, we're full of drunks.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. So people here will do it two different ways. They'll do just a shot of Bailey's and a pint of Guinness. And then the way I've always done it is a shot of Bailey's and a shot of either Jameson's or Bushmills in said pint of Guinness.
Yep.
So
We'd get a shot glass and we'd put it almost up to the line, because the line is actually where the shot's supposed to end. But we all know that every bartender pours it all the way up to the very tippity top of the shot glass.
well, of course.
So it would be like half to 3/4 shot of Jameson's, float the Baileys on top of that, and then drop it in a half glass of Guinness. My all-time favorite beer.
You gotta love a beer you can drink with a fork.
Fork my ass. I pound I will literally pound a pint of Guinness and like make it disappear in like 12 seconds.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. I love Guinness, but I have to make jokes like that around here because these people think that Bud Light is an actual beer.
Yeah, no.
No, that's just a fucking urine sample.
Like there was a joke years and years ago from like a live Monty Python show, and the joke was, why is American beer like making love in a canoe? Because it's fucking close to water.
I
I mean, yeah, because like they got me hooked on Guinness. Like, I'm gonna get you onto a darker, thicker beer because you're putting down pitchers too quick. All right, and then they, within an hour, I was just guzzling Guinness like it was water. So they're like, geez, what is wrong with you? I'm like, nothing. Feel great.
Well, I'm a fan of Guinness. I like it. And for the most part, most of the bars around here will have it on draft. if they don't, they've got something close. You know, they'll have like Newcastle or something like that. But it's generally a Bud Light area, and that's just terrible.
Yeah, it's like, over here too. It's like, it's cheap beer or nothing. But I can't complain when I can get like a 30 or 40 rack of Natty Ice that's almost 6% alcohol for like $10.
Well, that is true.
The problem is, before I realize it, I've already pounded like a dozen of them. I'm like, oh. Then I'll start to get the diabetic headache.
Mm.
I'll pop some Tylenol, go lay down, wake up like 4 or 5 hours later, and I'm like, thirsty. I should make fuck coffee. There's beer here.
Yeah, it's that cottonmouth, son.
Yeah. So that's why if I'm gonna do anything, I go, I don't want to buy beer because it's a waste. It's just a recyclable.
Yeah.
I'd rather get like a bottle of Screwball whiskey, or if they got like the dollar nips of Screwball like at the front counter, it's like, how many are in there? Why? Are they $1 a piece? Yeah. Okay, I'll take all the Screwball ones. And throw in a couple Chambords, because that way I can make myself a couple of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good idea. I hadn't thought about that.
Oh, yeah. Thems are good.
I bet.
It's lots of fun.
Well, man, I think before I screw her up anymore, I think I'm going to call her done. What do you think?
Let's, oh, that looks killer. Well, thanks for hanging out, Varian, and providing us with some churning stomach entertainment. That was fun.
Yeah,
and
it's good to have stuff that we can blackmail Lola with.
And I'll breakfast buzz tomorrow. So yeah, I'll finish my breakfast just in time to tune in and work on some stuff. Yeah, that looks good, dude.
Thanks, bro. Well, she's available for claim. Aside from that, I gotta figure out what we're going to draw next week.
Well, don't forget to get that turtles contest going on.
That is true. I think that might be where I shift my focus to.
They're going to. He didn't say when it ended, so I asked, in the chat on that thread when it ended. But it's all through like this website, and it's the website and everything is highlighted in the write up on the video for it. But he said over the next few weeks he's gonna round it down to the final 5, and then from the final 5 he'll choose a winner. The winner will win $7,000, and also get their name and art on a special Turtles line of merch.
I mean, just even doing something that Eastman's going to see is just friggin' amazing. Yeah, I want every part of that.
Oh yeah.
You ever see the show on Netflix, The Toys That Made Us?
Oh yeah.
The Turtles episode? Freaking great.
I went back and watched the Turtles episode just to see stuff from with Kevin and Peter,
Mm-hmm.
because like I said, their studio, their original Mirage studio in the house there wasn't too far from where I live, so the and it was interesting to find out how it like all exploded there.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that.
From that one guy, and I knew how it worked, because if there's a cartoon, before there's a cartoon, there's a toy line already hitting the shelves of the store,
Yeah.
when there were still toy stores, which it's just ridiculous that there's no toy stores around.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because I got a couple of friends up in Canada who are like, yeah, we still have them here. And it's like, well, fuck.
Yeah, but up in Canada, they're arresting and imprisoning ministers for holding a service outside. But it's fine for all their strip clubs to be open. Restaurants and bars. There's nothing about that, but it's just them attacking the church, which they've been doing up in Canada for years. So
Strip clubs are essential.
mm-hmm.
I'm kidding.
They're essential workers. Why? Because the government is raiding OnlyFans accounts. Why are they doing that? Because nobody on OnlyFans has been paying taxes on all those thousands of dollars they've been making.
I mean, you should be able to have your butthole out there for tax-free.
Mm-hmm.
You ever notice how I say I'm done with something and then I immediately pick up a pen and start working on it again?
Yeah, put the shit down, would you?
Huh?
Put the tools of the trade down, would you?
Yep.
Leave her be.
Becky needs a home. Somebody needs to claim this young lady.
Yep.
Give her a hot meal, teach her to read, and things like that.
Please buy the art, because he's not built for OnlyFans. Neither am I.
I'm fucking not, dude. Trust me. I mean, I got boobs, but you don't want to see them.
No.
It's like that episode of Family Guy where it's like the side boob show. Peter's like, "You like that one? Well, you shouldn't, because it's my side boob."
Oh God, that's scary.
Yeah.
I was laughing because there was a guy as fat as me with no shirt on, and you could see all 6 rolls of the 12 boobs he had growing off his back.
Fuck.
And he had his boat. They had the boat parked, and there was it had to be down south because there was one of those rope swings over the pond with the tree.
Yeah.
And he grabbed it and swung, and half the tree came down with him. Man, I had to get a shovel because I laughed my balls off right, and they were rolling around on the ground somewhere.
Jesus Christ.
I know I'm old and stuff, so why does it hurt when you sit down? I keep sitting on my balls.
Hear about the old guy with the Viagra prescription? He goes to the pharmacist and says, "Can you cut the pills in quarters?" And pharmacist's like, "Yeah, but a quarter pill's not going to give you much of an erection." He's like, I don't need a full erection. I just need to be able to not piss on my slippers.
Yeah. I said that when I was still in like the rehab hospital. I walked out to the nurse's station, and it was the nurse. It was the hard ass nurse, but she was also the nurse with the best body in there, of course. And I'm like, hey, can I get my Viagra prescription, please? She's like, your what? It doesn't say anywhere here that you have that problem, and you can't take those in here anyhow. I'm like, well, look, I just got new shoes, and I'm sick of pissing on them.
Exactly.
It's just one of those things, you know?
Yep. Oh. Well, I feel like I did something tonight. Yeah. And, you know, celebrities like Varian stopped by. That's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wiz,
Hell,
you know, that was
we might need
that
to
was
start
pretty
doing
cool.
later shows in.
Yeah. Oh, this is funny. Study finds LeBron James most hated player in the NBA.
I'll co-sign that.
In a heartbeat, yeah.
Well, I hate him right now because when I go to the store and I hit the toy aisle, the only thing I can fucking find is Space Jam toys.
Well,
I didn't get Space Jam toys for the good Space Jam movie. Why would I get them for this?
well, see, you don't wanna shop for toys in the actual toy aisle. You want to go over to electronics, to the pop aisle, aka the collectibles aisle, where you can
I
find
agree.
the NECA figures, the Mego figures, and the McFarlane figures.
Well, see, they'll have the McFarlane figures on the regular toy aisle here too,
Yeah,
and
they actually
have
put
the-
them. They actually put them both places. So
yeah, and they'll have the GI Joe if they have them. They'll have the GI Joe classifieds here on the regular toy aisle also. And from what I understand and what I've seen, man, Hasbro's re-released all these figures that everybody's scalping like crazy on the GI Joe classified series. You know, everybody was getting like $200 for the Baroness with the motorcycle. Now, like Target's got a shit ton of them apparently. I mean, probably not where I'm at, but you know.
no, I know that the guy that basically runs that toy page, him and his wife are always buying the classifieds, and last time they bought like an entire case of Zartans because everybody wanted Zartan, nobody could find them. They finally get their case and nobody wants them, but they're still trying to get like $35 a piece for them. I go, aren't these things like, you know, $15, $20 or something? Oh no, all the prices went up. Like, jeez.
I got a Zartan in the wild. I was pretty happy with that. He was one of the coolest characters. And I mean, I'm not buying these to resell them. I'm buying these because I dig the cartoon, man. And
I'm buying them because I want to open them up and play with them.
dude, I mean, I posted about that USS Flag, and my dad messaged or he calls me. He's like, "Are you really trying to buy a USS Flag?" I was like, "Yeah." He said, "You're not going to be able to find one sealed for less than a couple of grand." I was like, I don't want one sealed. I want to play with that bitch."
You're not even gonna. You're not gonna for a decent amount of money, for a big, still like a big chunk of money. You're not going to be able to find one that's even complete with no box for probably like less than like $800 or $900.
Oh, I'm sure of it. I mean, and I'm not trying to find it right now because you know, fuck, I got to pay my water bill. But you know, I definitely want one down the road.
For sure.
I think the first thing I'm going to find is a Newcastle Grayskull, though.
Yeah, I know people that they've gone into the stores and they've seen them because they're so big. They're on the bottom shelf.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're like $150, $200. I'm like,
I don't remember what the original cost, but I know it damn sure wasn't that much.
it probably cost like $40.
'Cause, hey, the USS Flag, the original, was like maybe like $107,
Which
Oh,
was astronomical for back then.
yeah. I mean, I can remember my dad actually thought about getting it because he was into the GI Joes as much as me because they were all really cool military toys. And he's like, "This is fucking awesome." Yeah.
I was only into the old school Joes, when it was just one guy.
Yeah, the Kung Fu grip.
Yeah, the Kung Fu grip. Those are the badass ones and the better toys.
I believe it. I like them.
Quit messing around with it.
Just fixing her hand. All right, I'm not looking at it anymore.
You're like the guy who can't stand, being touched anymore after the deed is done. And you're like, I didn't tell you to quit sucking. Ow, easy. Watch the tape.
Hey. Women like that, they have a special place in this world.
Mm-hmm. For sure. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week at apparently a new later showtime because we get cool people stop in when we're on that late.
I'm down, man. Let's do it.
So, yeah.
I'm up anyway.
Yeah. So we'll do that. We'll see you all next week. Tomorrow night, Thomas and I are here, and we're doing Superman versus the Hulk, or Hulk versus Superman, however you want to look at it, from Steve Rude the Dude. And there's a crossover you will never see again because, Disney. But,
unless they buy DC.
Yeah, really. Well, at this point, Disney's probably around, a couple of mil away from actually just buying DC. So